Hi, I'm Scoggett, and today I'm going to show you how to smoke a pork shoulder, pork butt on the smoker. First thing what you want to do when you get the pork shoulder, pork butt, you want to rinse it off real good. Get any bone fragments, little bone fragments, whatever that, whenever the butcher cut it up. What I do with mine is I inject my pork butt with a 50% apple juice and 50% Coca-Cola solution. Today I didn't have any Coca-Cola, so I had to compromise and use Dr. Pepper. It all works the same. And I'm going to have to do this in more than likely in 3 parts. I'll show you how to prep it on the first part. We'll put it over in the smoker, show you the smoker what I'm using in the second part. And then the third part, I'll show you how I pull it and what the finished product looked like. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to inject the pork shoulder right now with the apple juice Dr. Pepper solution. What you do is you just, various places, just go ahead and inject it. Whenever you inject it, I found out I've done it both ways. I found out that it adds a little bit more flavor to it for some reason, makes it a little bit more juicy. You don't have to inject it. A lot of people don't. Me, I like doing it. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and wipe it off with a paper towel a little bit, because some of that solution has gotten on, goes kind of everywhere. Just kind of pat it like that. Then what we're going to do, we're going to add our dry rub to it. And to make the dry rub stay on, what I do is I use mustard. Mustard helps the dry rub stay on the pork shoulder. It don't add any flavor to it. It don't change the flavor of it. It just helps it helps the rub stay on. I found out this works real good. Just rub it on like this. Make sure you get it everywhere. Wash my hands off. This is my pork rub, what I put together. I'm not going to tell you what's in it because it's a secret. Every barbecuer has their own secret rub. This one's mine, what works for me. Sure we get it everywhere. What this rub's going to do is it's going to form what's called a bark on it, on the pork shoulder. And the bark is Well, people fight over that. That's really that's the best part of the pork shoulder, I've been told. I agree sometimes because that's where all the flavor is, and it's it's just delicious. Sure, we get it everywhere. I'm gonna turn this over. Wash my hands off again. A little more mustard on there on this. And when you go to smoke this, you want to smoke it with the fat side up. This is the fat side. Smoke with the fat side up so all the juices from the fat can run on top of the pork shoulder and really sink in there. Wash my hands off again. Put the rub on it. You be liberal with this rub. It's not going to hurt anything. You really can't get too much. I've never been able to get too much rub on it. Because what the rub's going to do is it's going to add flavor to it, and it's going to sink on into the meat there. It's going to flavor it up. Sure we get everything here. Just a little spot there. Wash my hands off again. What you want to do is you want to let this rub sit, let the rub sit about 30 minutes on the pork shoulder before you put it in the smoker. This way the rub can get a chance to penetrate the meat and really get on there real good. I was going to smoke this pork butt tomorrow, but I had to do it today instead due to the fact that the wind's supposed to kick up at around 50 miles an hour tomorrow, and that'll make it kind of difficult to smoke one. That's that Tornado Alley, Texas weather there. And I'm making it the pork shoulder for a party what I'm going to have. It's a playoff party between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Oh, go Niners. My team's the Saints, but they didn't make it, so let's go with the Niners. The next segment will be me putting it on the smoker, and I'll show you the smoker, what I'm using to smoke it on. And then the third part will be me pulling the finished product, and I'll get into that a little bit later. I would do this all in one section, but it takes like 12 hours to smoke this. And when you smoke it, you want to smoke it. I smoke mine between 200 and 300 degrees. Anywhere between there. They say 225 to 250. I've done it 275, 300, and it all, to me, it comes out the same. I mean, it cooks it. I can't tell no difference because I have done it where I maintain the temperature at 225 to 250, and I have done it where it's went higher than that to around 300, 275, and I was experimenting, and I can't tell any difference in it. So anywhere between there. If it gets any higher than 300, then I haven't went that route yet. I think it might dry it out a little bit. But this one's going to take about 10 to 12 hours to smoke. When the internal temperature reaches around 205 degrees, then you know that it tells you that it's done and it's ready to start pulling. Usually whenever it reaches that high, what's going to happen is it's going to start falling apart on you. When it starts falling apart on you, then you know it's time to start pulling. But before you pull it, be sure you let it rest at least 30 minutes to an hour so all the juices can get distributed within the meat. And also this one has a bone in it. Another way you can tell if it's done is you can pull the bone straight out. The bone will just come out real easy. It won't have any tension or nothing on it. Like if I tried to pull it out right now, I couldn't get it out. But once it's cooked, it'll pull right on out of there. So I'll be back with the second part of this and show you the smoker and what smoker I use to smoke it on, and then we'll go from there. Thanks for watching and take care.